Hi, this is Adam Anderson with WealthGuard Advisors.
Hello, I'm Blake.
This video is for education. WealthGuard Advisors may or may not own the stocks that we're talking about. So please read the disclosures before making any investment decisions. Hey, Blake, we want to talk about the big picture first. And right now, the markets have still been on a very strong rally. I was looking at the distribution days from Investors Business Daily. And so six is kind of the top end. We talked about that last time, six distribution days, sell-off days. And as time goes on, they drop off. So one of the distribution days has actually dropped off on the NASDAQ. So there's only five on the NASDAQ, six on the S&P. So it's been a nice little rally over the last week. Um, you had some things you want to talk about, right, Blake?
Yeah, with the overall market, I know last week we talked about those two trends, competing trends. So I think we're still in a wait and hold pattern until the Federal Reserve gives us some clarity with ongoing upcoming interest rate hikes. I think
That's
consensus is
Wednesday.
pretty much set on the quarter point. It doesn't seem very likely that they'll do a half point, though that would be a very strong dovish signal and drive the market significantly higher if that were to happen. But mostly we're just looking out for the commentary surrounding the announcement. And so I think until that happens, we're going to be in a wait and hold pattern. So look forward to next week with what happens.
Agreed. So I believe you wanted to follow up on our conversation about uranium that we had a week or so ago.
Yeah, we talked about BWX Technologies. They've done very well. We have a small position in them in the stock. And they've done very well. And we have a small position in them in their stock. Uh, Looking at the wider space, today was pretty strong for the wider uranium and nuclear power generally space. And that's because Trump announced a new deal with the United Kingdom for developing more nuclear power between our two nations. So it was very strong, kind of validating to see the trend continue towards nuclear power. There are a few other names in the sector that um, I like and I'm watching. Oklo is one of them. This is more speculative. They aren't yet making money. Those negative earnings are always something to watch out for.
Not
It
good.
just makes it more speculative of an investment, but their technology is very promising and they're pretty close to implementation, still a couple of years out before they'll, if everything works out, they'll be able to implement. But it's done very well over the last year and a half.
Yeah. I wanted to shift gears and talk about an old favorite, Intuitive Surgical. They do the robotic surgery and they have the Da Vinci robotic arm. If you look on the hospital website, most of them on their landing page, you'll see that they have robotic surgery. And this is the leader in robotics, robotic surgery is Intuitive Surgical. They're based out of San Jose. We actually know some people that work there. We have not talked about insider information, just be safe. But yeah, I'm going to leave it on this 6 month chart here. It's down about 21% off of its high. It's coming down towards a recent low around 425. It's at 434 right now. So we're watching this to see if we'll see a little convergence on this, the moving average divergence convergence, to see if we see this start to change the other way. And if I am, this is the bottom fishing expedition here. I feel like this is a great company. They're still beating their earnings. It's trading at 56 times earnings, which is still pretty expensive in the S&P 500 scheme of things, but relative to its past, it's relatively cheap, and it's to what its price per earnings has been in the past. So we're still, jury's not out, but we're close to wanting to add to this position or buy it for some people. So we feel like it's oversold and close to a capitulation point. Anything else you want to say before we close
Yeah,
up?
there is a saying among traders, don't catch falling knives in the
Mm-hmm.
stock market. But in this case, with a name like Intuitive Surgical, it's a strong company, strong earnings. They do really miraculous things with their Da Vinci robotic arms in the hospitals. And so I think this is potentially a good opportunity as soon as we get some confirmation that it's bottomed out and we see a turnaround.
Yeah, so it might be a little bit early still, but I think it's pretty close to a capitulation point. I don't see it. If it broke below this 425, uh, I would be very concerned. The next support level is not till 400. That would be very concerning to me. That's possible it could do that, but I don't see any rationale why this is going down. They had very positive earnings. They have a great business. Uh, the parts they have to be replaced. So that's not only do they just sell their equipment, but they have to replace their parts on a regular basis. So it's a recurring revenue style business. Also, if interest rates do come down, I mean, one of the things that's been slowing this business down is that hospitals aren't spending a lot of money on this expensive equipment because interest rates are high and it costs them more. If interest rates do come down, that could also be a catalyst for this starting to go back the other way. So this another one of those companies that might be a little bit dependent on what happens with the Federal Reserve and policy rates. So thank you for watching. WealthGuard Advisors is a registered investment advisory firm. Blake and I are investment advisor representatives. That means that we're fiduciaries. We're obligated and we do act in your best interest. We want to do what's best for you. We make money when you make money. We lose money when you lose money. So our interests are aligned. We've been operating as WealthGuard Advisors since I think 2012, and been a long, great run. And we are excited to work with you. If you're interested in learning more, go to our website, and we'll be happy to talk to you about what we do. No obligation. If you don't feel like we're getting fair value out of our relationship, yeah, you can always do something different. But we're here for you if you think you need if you think you'd like to work with us. Thank you for watching.